Nitro Kitties, an online platform for the healthy and wise upbringing of kids. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest updates.
Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. I am Sachleen Vadwa. I am a counselor. I give counselings on every kind of relationship, whether it is of a parent-child. Child includes an adolescence age to a teenage also, and later on into relationships also. I give counseling on relationships also. You need to have a wonderful relationship to excel in life. If you are not mentally satisfied with your relationships, then you won't be able to succeed in any field of life. So I am here to help all of you for this. Today our topic of discussion is how to handle kids during this lockdown period. It has been around 2 months since the lockdown has occurred. We have been trying to manage everything, including the household work, including the office work. All those who are working parents, the working mothers as well as the working fathers, they have been helping a lot. Certainly they have been. An appreciation for that. And they are even managing the kids who do not have anything to do right now. The schools are shut. Their classes, online classes were they were there for a month or so, but I don't know the kids have done a good job in that or not. And most importantly, they don't have a fixed routine. The parents have been trying to manage all these things all in one go. So one more thing is that you need to understand, first of all, the kids' behavior which has been affected by this quarantine. The kids are the most affected people, the most affected humans on this earth by this quarantine. How? I'll tell you. We have almost neglected them as two completely invisible beings. You just sit there, you just play, you just do your work, I'll give you to study and all that, but we have completely ignored their emotions, what they have been going through. They are out of any routines. They don't have schools to get up to. They don't have 6 hours of schools. They don't have 2 hours of classes. They don't have friends or peer group to play with. They don't have any outings. They don't go to the malls. They don't visit their friend's house. They don't have their evening playing sessions. They are completely lost. Yes, the kids are completely lost. It's completely an upside down world for them. Just restricted in the 4 boundaries of the house and having nothing to do. Even if you parents are giving them work to do as homework or as studies or as recreational activities, might be something is lacking, might be you are trying your best, but still you are not able to get hold of the thing. Today I am going to tell you about this only. I am going to encourage you and tell you your plus and minus. Tell you how can you not only understand your kids can understand you, vice versa. You can boost their emotional values. You can encourage them to do everything and they'll be happy to do so. Everything will be sorted. I can promise you that if you follow these tricks. The simplest of tricks are these. There's nothing rocket science in this, but yes, as parents and as we have so much of burden on ourselves, we forget that our kids are also facing the lockdown. We forget that our kids must be feeling something, must be wanting something. When the kids ask us for something, either we are busy with the household work or we are occupied here and there and we ignore them. Might be you don't ignore them also. There might be a reason. You are a conscious parent, you don't ignore them. But still we might not be applying the right approach. There must be something or the other missing, which is not getting you results. So let's move on to the basics of these things. First of all, what you need to do and how to do it. A simple and normal procedure and process to be followed, which will give you 100% sure results. So here I go for the first one. First of all, it is you need to ask, and the kids, all these people must be present on the table. You need to tell them how you felt working as a household help also, as a full-time professional also, managing everything during this quarantine. You need to just burst out, exploit your feelings and express your feelings completely and purely. They need to be pure, without any aggression, without just a normal way to say it. I really felt very bad during these days. No suppression feelings attached to it, no aggression attached to it, nothing like that attached to these feelings. When you are telling them that I felt like shit doing my household work, it was my household work, I am obliged to do it, I want to do my work, it is my house, I have to clean it, but still I felt bad because I had so much on my mind to do, and it was almost becoming impossible for me to do it. As casually as I am saying it, no feelings attached. That is the first and basic point. Then ask your kids to open up as well, burst out whatever was there in their hearts. Just let it out. Everything, each and everything, how they felt, whether they felt sad or lonely, or rather they felt irritated. They might be feeling they are not able to acknowledge their own feelings, and they might say, I'm feeling irritated, I felt very bad, it was so irritating for me, I was really bored. Bored is another word they might use. So that means they are going through the same thing you have been going through. Let them out. Now you are all clear. The next point comes, now you discuss with them that what you want to do. Take a sheet of paper, write down, jot down all the things your kid loves to do. He or she will enjoy it. Most important is your kid should enjoy the thing. You need to ask, and the kid might get excited also. Yeah, yes mama, I want to do this, I want to do that, and that is going to be your plus point. And a few things which you want to do with them, and then a few things which you want them to do, them to learn. That is also very important. The things you want them to learn, that should come at last only, just to encourage them. You should not make that a priority, so that will suppress their feelings again. You don't need to make that thing, what you want them to learn, a priority. First of all, write down what you want them to enjoy, what they will enjoy. They are saying they will enjoy. What you want to do with them, or they want to do with you. And later on, and lastly, what you want them to learn. This will bifurcate this thing into 3 parts. Later on, you can make a timetable. Yes, a timetable is required during this time. A mess is putting you also into a mess. No timetable, no routine is making you also into getting you into also a problematic system. Just make a routine for them, which intermingles with your routine and supports you also. Just like their sleep time is fixed, their getting time is fixed, which gives you time to do your other works which you have to finish. the course, the daily household course, you can finish. That will give you time. If they are they have a fixed sleeping time and a fixed wake up time. Then they are doing their breakfast, getting ready, doing their breakfast, done. After that, 2 hours of study, 2 hours of 1 hour of art and craft, 1 hour of play, 1 hour of lunch break, 1 hour of TV watching or anything, whatever you feel like, whatever is your point of view regarding what should they include in their routines. This will give you some time for yourself also, and you are mentally prepared that now they are going to do this. Now it is there this time, I need to prepare some little bit tidbits. Suppose it is a craft time. What I encourage with my kids is you prepare tomorrow's craft material today so that you don't face any problem tomorrow. But they must have kept it somewhere which you can take it out just to lend a helping hand, which will not only waste their time, and they will see mom and dad are involved in our work. Then one more point is there. You have a routine, you will get your time, your me time is also there, your household work course time is also there, and your kids are enjoying. They are studying also, they are enjoying also, and they need to have one TV time, they need to have one book to read, and they need to have something called that creativity boosting time. You can show them this parenting point channel, also this page also has some very nice views I've seen. There is a news shuttle thing which promotes news reporting, which encourages your child to learn public speaking, and many other things. YouTube you can use, or many other things. They are free of cost. Don't enroll in too much of online classes. They are free of cost, and you can use these sources to encourage them to learn something new, which will again your wish will be fulfilled of having them learn something new during their time and not wasted their time. One more most important point is over here during this lockdown period is that you have 24 hours with your kids, and your kids have 24 hours with you. You are watching your kids, what they are doing, how they are doing, and your kids are vice versa watching you, how you are doing your household work, which work you enjoy and which work you crip about. Even if a smallest of cripping is there in your attitude and your kid sees that, he gets the hint that you can crip. Cripping is permitted. That is very important thing. I know some of us don't enjoy a certain kind of work. For example, some people don't enjoy washing clothes. Some people don't enjoy washing utensils. The household help, I don't know how many of you have permitted, but I will prefer that help them at the monetary end, but don't allow them to come in your houses right now. It's very risky. So you have to do all the work, but not enjoying it agreed upon. You might not enjoy it, but don't go into that cripping or any feeling expression thing that you don't want your child to inhibit. That is very important. Cripping might be of any kinds, but you cannot express it in front of your child. Your child is completely up to you for this another 6 months or so, and you can completely turn the child upside down by encouraging him in many things, and by changing many things, and by boosting many good morals in him or her. But he is also seeing you. He will follow your example, not your words. It's very common thing. Actions speak louder than words. They will go by your actions and they will copy you right there. We can always encourage so many things in our children. Sharing is caring. Every aspect of life you want to encourage or inbuild in your child, any good quality is possible. It is possible. If your child doesn't like reading, he will start reading. Everything is possible during this quarantine time, this is lockdown time, when our children are not going to the school, especially not going to the school. Why? Because they are not meeting or seeing, just seeing 2500 around people every day. Their peer group consists of 2500 children minimum. They see every day. They might notice one habit of one children and might copy it down, or might have keep it in their subconscious mind, and you will never come to know how did this habit come from. Then after that, they don't have they don't go to any classes also. They are not going outside to play also. They are completely and solely seeing you, and you are seeing them. Let's set such a good example and give them such positive vibes. They are not having any negative vibes right now. They are too pure, so innocent right now. You can transform them completely. Give them so positive vibes that they become another person during this 6 months, and they achieve what you tell them to, what you want them to. And please don't pressurize your desires on them, even in your subconscious mind. Today I have seen many parents, rat races going on. Guitar bhi learn kar lo, chess bhi seekh lo, online classes to come first in the school and all that. And many of you are doing homeschooling. It's a wonderful, wonderful job. In that case also, the kids are seeing you and only you. You might be taking them to parks, you might be taking them to everything, but the maximum impact is of you. So you need to take care of your emotional stability first of all. So during this quarantine, your kids, during this lockdown for 6 months, another 6 months, your kids are completely to you and completely in your hands, which is a very good blessing in sense. Now the next thing is, you have done with the routine thing. Now add spirituality. One more thing is very important. Add spirituality to your routine. Add meditation. Whether you are a Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, all have their prayers, all have everything. The kids are free. They can easily learn. They can follow your rituals. They can understand everything. Minimum 10 times of meditation before sleep especially is recommended to enable your child to have a calm and stable nature, stable mind, and to reduce their hyperactiveness. They are benefited to improve their concentration. They are benefited in many ways. 10 minutes of meditation before sleep. This helps a lot. And on the spiritual level, during the day also, I'll recommend 10-15 minutes of prayers. That has a very positive impact on the children, as they contain lots of positive vibes. This is really going to help your children. Really. And they will learn their values, which somehow I see lost in this world right now. We need to inculcate our values, give them back our values. The world is again going through this phase. Tell them, pray to God, let this pass off. There are many ways you can encourage spirituality, and that will help you a lot. Now the next point comes. You need to ask them for a helping hand. You have household chores to do, agreed upon. That is your job, agreed upon. But in a playway method, you can not only ask for help, you can make them learn also. My mom used to do this thing with me. Come on, Sachlin, lay down the table. And on the table, I used to ask, Mama, how many plates? Count the members. If your kid is of adolescence age, count the members. Then how many, this many plates, this many spoons, this many bowls. Counting goes on, and you learn. And in turn, she gets her help. which again the kids enjoy. The kids enjoy doing बड़ों वाला work. They love it. Mama, हमको भी आपके वाला काम करना है. Let them try their hand at a cake. It's no fire cooking. Let them make a sandwich. Let them make their breakfast. Let them lay down their breakfast tray. They'll enjoy also. That will create some fun atmosphere in the house also. The kids will learn also, and you will also enjoy being with the kids. Don't make it a cripping time, rather make it an enjoyable time. We know, everyone knows they are here for 6 months and they have no routines, and we need to enjoy this period. We used to cherish it, and now it is the right time to cherish it. Our kids are ours, completely ours. Cherish it. Enjoy it in every sense you can. Then I'll request everyone, one last point is there, and that is very, very, very important. Please keep your late night parties, your late night movies and everything on a hold till the weekend. Don't encourage irregular sleep times, or rather you also seeing something. Just make the kids sleep, and you also follow a routine. That will give you, not only give you stability, your time will pass out very quickly and you will not notice it even. That will help you out in turn when you will have a stable routine and you will start enjoying with your kids. A shift is needed in your routine also. Don't encourage kids also to watch late night. You also don't be awake till late nights. Don't have your weekend parties. Don't have your me time and late nights. And make such a routines that you have your me time during the day only. So that when you sleep on time and you wake up on time, you feel energized also, and you feel completely in the thing you are doing with your kids. Everything you are doing with your kids. Tits and bits. Take out every 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the middle of some core and go and just do a dance on a song with your kids. Let's do a dance. They'll love it, and that will encourage. That will release oxytocin. You must have read about it, and that will encourage them to follow the routines more nicely. This routine they'll love it. Mama bhi fun loving ho gayi hai, and I am also enjoying it. Mama, routines are very nice. This base, that routines are nice for them. Routines are not punishing for them. Needs to be instilled deep down. That never goes out. Never ever goes out. This will really help them in the long run, in their own personal lives. They'll be benefited, and they'll always remember you for this thing. My mom and my dad always encouraged me to follow a routine, and this in turn has led me to such successful life. I can promise you that they'll have a successful life. Even you are so, today's parents are so conscious. They know the importance of a routine. So now a quick revision on the things I told you. First of all, you need to share your feelings and listen to their feelings completely. That needs to be expressed out. That has been there for 2 months. You have experienced it. Whatever is in your heart, whatever is in their heart, you need to know, and they need to know as well how you are feeling. No kid is small to know your feelings. Even a 3-year-old, even a 2-year-old understands your feelings. Then, once you have shared your feelings, make an organized timetable so that suits you also and them also, and that's fun loving also, that encourages their hobbies also, that encourages your things you want them to learn also, and that gives you times also. You will find it. It's not that very difficult. Once you start seeing it, you'll find it. Then your kids are seeing you 24 hours and you are seeing them 24 hours. Set an example, a very good example, and give them as much positive vibes. Positive vibes can be given not only by not cripping. Positive vibes can be given by Hugging. Hugging is the most important thing in the world for kids and parents. Hug your child as much as you can. Minimum 8 to 10 hugs a day gives a very good result. And that is my personal experience. From a hyperactive child who was not agreeing to listen to me for even one bit of a thing, even if I used to say to him, please sit down, and he used to rebel me by saying, I don't want to sit, to a child who is saying, Mama, I love you from my heart and I am so lucky to have you as my mother. I have seen this shift in my own personal life, so I'll promise you, hug your child as much as you can. That will make them feel loved, and they will come back to receive your positivity. They'll come again and again to receive your positivity, and they in turn will forget all the problems. Then add spirituality, which is one more important thing. Please go ahead, teach your values to your children, add spirituality, encourage their mental stability. We have a lot of time on our hands right now. We can encourage all these things. Later on, ask for a helping hand. Tell them to lay down the table, tell them to make a cake for you because you want to eat it. Tell them to bake cookies. There's a no cooking thing. You can operate the oven. Tell them to make a sandwich. You are hungry. Tell them to lay down their breakfast tray themselves. Little bit tidbits. Tell them to arrange their room. Tell them to do your bedding. Your room is also of great importance right now, because you are teaching them to help others also. Even you can need help sometimes, and help does not restrict their help should not be restricted to their room only. Might be you need help in your room also. At some point of time, you might require their help in cleaning your room also, and they must not be blank about, Mama, I don't know where to keep your stuff. That will really boost them, and they will be encouraged to help others also. This quality will be inbuilt in this thing. Doing your own stuff, like doing your own room, is something they are learning, that we have to do our things. Doing your room will tell them that we have to go a little ahead and help others in this way. This is helping others. We might have to come out of our comfort zones and learn to do new things by in turn helping others. This is going to prove very good when they learn to clean your room and do selfless service. Make them arrange the utensils in the kitchen. Make them fold the clothes. This will boost their motor skills also. That will really help you out, and in turn they will learn a lot of things, and their motor skills, their physical activities will increase. You don't have to sit at home. Encourage a dance activity, encourage a physical exercise activity, something like this, and don't let them sit during the day also after this activity. Make them do anything you wish like, but don't make them sit. Don't give them the habit of sitting. Let them be on the move. They like to move now, let them be on the move. You tell them the work and they'll do. Take their help in household chores. Then lastly, you have to miss out on your late night movies and other treats, and keep them only for the weekends. That's a strict rule you need to follow, and that will in turn help you. I think I have been through a lot of these points. I've dictated them twice, and all those who are coming might have noticed, might have listened to me, and right now I am ready to address to the questions if anyone has any. And if after this also people have questions, they can just write down and I will come back to you. I am having my page in the name of A Conscious Person. Please do go through it. And I am taking sessions also, one-to-one sessions also, and group sessions also on Zoom, on kids parent-child relationships, on your personal relationships, whether it is with your spouse, your in-laws, or a relationship with you yourself. You are very important to yourself. That is named as a conscious you. So anybody who is interested to enroll is most welcome. And now another 5 minutes for any questions if anyone has regarding this topic or anything else also might do. And please do comment, all those who are seeing, how did you like this video? A little bit of appreciation, please. I think nobody has questions, so I am going to end this video right over here. Bye bye for now. Thank you, Sharmishta, for letting me join in and giving this session. I really loved it and I hope everyone is benefited. Thank you, Anubha. Thank you so much. And Sharmishta, I hope everyone likes it, and let's see if everyone is interested in the next session. We'll come across again to enlighten you on more topics on relationships only, whether it is parent-child or other relations. Hope to see you again. Signing off right now. Bye-bye.
Do follow our Facebook page and Instagram account @NitroKiddies14.